EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Zane Gonzalez set and ready to get us started, and off we go now from State Farm Stadium. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
1st down, Seahawks.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have to...
Well, the NFL on EA Sports has moved across the Atlantic to the capital city of London, England. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cleveland Browns and the Seattle Seahawks.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Cody Parkey now ready to get this one started. And we are underway here in London. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Play action. It's Wilson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Myles Garrett. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. First carry for Nick Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Cody Barton on the stop. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Here's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. It's a gain of 9.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. He'll buy some time right. He can run. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and they're rumbling. You can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Mack Wilson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. To the right side, and he's got more complete.
Wilson.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner.
Mayfield on play action. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A run for Nick Chubb.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. From the gun, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. That's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And the Browns are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's a 1-yard touchdown run for Nick Chubb as his guys are on the board first here tonight. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game.
Seahawks, nothing.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. Second quarter.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but To go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my bet.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 68 yards. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for two here. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he is not going to find the end zone. He stopped up short, and this remains a 6-6 game. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Handoff comes to Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And finally marked down at the 23. That good for 22 and a first down. Throwing, Mayfield.
That looked like a two-deep coverage, which we call cover two. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. Rashard Higgins was the one he was looking for. And that'll make it third down.
And 10.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now fourth down.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. And again, it's Mayfield. And that is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. And he'll throw right away. He hits more on the screen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Ogunjobi on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd.
To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. And he's got it. And he is in from a Seattle touchdown. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Kickoff for Seattle.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. You have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Flush to his right. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's another 10 yards on that one, and another first down. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's got some space here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Number 6.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead. Working out of the gun, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. On first down, it's Carson, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He was taken down.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 22, Wilson eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. This is caught. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson flushed out right. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They run for it with Carson. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Wilson connects with Tyler Lockett, and the Seahawks are going to take the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. They were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
They set up the screen to Chubb. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
First down, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And finding the tight end Hooper. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the
inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Now they go screen, it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
To the end zone, touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And once again, the Browns are back in front. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
20. Cody Parkey set to kick off.
Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Carson. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
The tackle made by...
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It's 4th down.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Rolling to his right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. The 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Wilson now. On the gun, he'll throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. To throw, Mayfield. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. 3rd quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Down the middle of the field. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
A 1st carry now for Kareem Hunt. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And it's caught. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. They'll roll him out right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Play action. It's Wilson. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. That's going to be caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 30 yards. It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Wilson will throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the fourth. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. Again, Wilson sliding out of the pocket. That's caught at the 2.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10, right at the 50-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillandale, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They go play action with Wilson. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. To throw is Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. To throw again is Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll run on first down. Carson, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And that's good for another Seahawks. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And he stopped immediately there.
Carried by the wide receiver.
Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Poona Ford on the stop.
They run it again with Chubb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A gain of only a yard. It's fourth down.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Here's Mayfield. Kadero Hodge has it complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Flush to his right. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. 38 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Wilson to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so they're
Oftentimes, when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They manage to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
So the victory here for Seattle, and it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it, and let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the 4th quarter, but a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the 4th quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.